Let's talk stocks that are worth trading next week. All right, guys, welcome back. Let's check out our first stock, which is First Solar. Yes, First Solar came from the bull ring. One of the members in our chat group asked for me to review First Solar, so let's do it. And actually, after reviewing it, guys, I'm thinking this is worth trading next week. So let's go over some of the basic technical analysis going on with First Solar. So I'm going to show you the stock has been in a downtrend, which the first thing you want to say is maybe I don't trade this, right? Wrong. There's always a trade, guys. There's always a trade, but let's take a look at what's been going on. So the first thing that I look at is what happened to the stock. Why did it go down? And I'll tell you why it went down. Of course, it had a big gap up. And if you guys have taken my courses, you'll see that anytime you have a big gap up like this, it's usually because orders were missed and the market my screen's going crazy. The market did not pick those orders up. So those orders will be available on the way down if people still have them there. But this is the first thing you want to see. The stock went down and you want to know how much further will it go down. We see it go down, 3 big red candles, just a big sell-off. So now we have a consolidation area. And what I usually do, guys, is I'll take the same measured move down, okay, which I call the impulse wave, and just kind of put it in the middle of the consolidation box, and that'll kind of show you where the stock is going to end up. This time it didn't go all the way down, okay. First time it went down $50, and then this time it went down about $42, maybe $43, okay. But that's your first sign when you guys are checking out stocks. How much further is it going to go down? Do I have a sign that it's reversing? And we do have that sign. Let me show you, okay, right in here, okay. You see it did not continue to consolidate. It did get out of this box, okay? And if you're ever charting, you want to learn how to chart, guys, definitely it's in my courses, okay? If I'm charting, I'm going to go my first high on my first day, and then I'll take the low of that first day, and you can even go to the lowest low, okay? But at some point, you see they're breaking out. They're not staying in the box, so that means that we could have a full reversal. Now, let's check that out. So I'm going to go ahead and throw my fib levels on there, and you guys can see that we are already in the magic zone. That's what I call the golden zone, guys. This is where the magic happens. Either it's going to reject or it's going to continue on the way up. So the way you would play this, okay, if you're a swing trader, and I love to swing trade, guys, it's a good way to make money, okay? You're going to wait for it to kind of go up a little bit more, which it already did, but then we're going to set our stop loss, okay, right at the line of, this is what I do, of the fib, okay? So you want to go right around the 50, okay? That's where my entry would be. And of course, I'm going to go down 1 fib level, and that would be my stop loss, guys, okay? So now, is this an entry? Do I want to buy this stock right now? Do I want to trade options? Absolutely, guys. This is what I'm going to be doing next week. So we need an entry. So let me give you another bull sign. Okay, below is my personal indicator, guys. And I've told you before, this indicator, you guys can buy it. I'm going to leave you a link below. You can get the second one as well, guys. Okay, it's this one here. And if you guys look at the actual times where it said sell, and then you match it up with the daily candles, guys, okay, it is very close. Look at the buy signal we have now, and look at what's happening to the stock. And you can just review this, okay? Now, if you want to try the indicator 30 days for free, make sure you guys comment below and say, want to try it 30 days for free. So right now we have a nice bull signal, guys. Check this out. All right. And that tells me that I can enter this stock and not worry about it for a little while. But how do we enter? Do we just go ahead and buy it on Monday when the market opens? Absolutely not. Okay, I will show you how I'm going to enter the stock, guys. And if you want to follow, you can follow. And if you don't believe in this, I would still challenge you to paper trade it. You want to have practice with these type of stocks when they are swinging. Okay, so one, you can see we have the buy signal on the 15-minute, and you can see the background is green, which tells me we are getting more bullish. Okay, the stock is consolidating. Check it out. It did get above the 50 EMA, and it started to do a little run. Then it came back down. Okay, and what this tells me right here, okay, because my level to enter is going to be right above this label here, the one that says 222, okay, 69. It's red right now, but I'm going to be looking for about 223 as an entry. And I'm going to show you what else is bullish about this stock. Okay, it just keeps telling me buy, buy, buy. Okay, and that's what I'm going to do. Check it out. We have And if you've taken courses or my courses, you can see we had support there. We had support there. It came under the support and then flew back up. Why did it fly back up? Because somebody said, hey, this is worth $215. They bought it. And who knows? They probably sold up here after $15. That's a lot of money with options trading, guys. But found support twice, failed it, came up, and then found the same support again, not once, but twice. And now, again, we have a bull signal. And look at this. We're going to go above that 50-day moving average again. And I can already tell you guys, this is going to be a zoom, zoom, zoom next week. Okay, how far do I think it's going to go? Okay, well, if you force me, I'm going to tell you. I think from 223, we should easily get up into this level of 233 where it's going to meet a challenge. Now, we are going to meet a challenge here as well for the first time, okay, because there was resistance there that knocked it down. So look for 225, 226 area as resistance. Then your next one is going to be, and let's mark this off right up here, okay, around 233 area. Now, this stock is definitely worth an investment. If you guys are looking for something to hold for a while, this stock is a good stock. And I'm going to tell you what's going on with it right now. All right, guys. So this is my news channel from Benzinga Pro. If you guys are not using anything to give you news, I suggest you guys try to invest. But check it out. FSLR. Okay. So Susquehanna analyst Bijou Perencherel, try saying that fast 3 times, is maintaining the price target and actually raised it to $285, guys. Okay. When an analyst says this, okay, something is going on internally. Somebody knows something. Now, let's go check out the article Benzinga has out there. They're seeing a bullish sign here. There's a lot of people jumping into puts and calls. Okay. General mood right now. Okay. 44%. is beating the 38% bearish. That means that doesn't matter what happens, guys. It's going to go up. Okay. 38%. So that means 38 people are selling, 44 people are buying. What happens after the 38% is gone? They sold. No more sellers. Stock goes up. Okay. So that is something to keep an eye on. Now let's go over. I found this over at Yahoo, which I thought was really, really good to point out. Okay. Now, we have a return on equity article talking about First Solar, guys. Okay. Now, industry average. Okay. Usually is about 15%. Okay. First Solar, 38%. Okay. That means this company's got money. They're making money and something's going on. Who knows? Maybe there's an announcement. But as a swing trader, I'm telling you right now, everything is pointing for me to jump into this stock. All right, so now you understand what level I will be buying. So remember 223 and above, I'm in, okay? And then after that, guys, this stock has room to keep running up because look at that gap, okay? We're going to have some resistance, okay? If I can get my little bar over here. All right, so we'll have some resistance at 237, okay? Which is normal. That's fine, I'll take it. I'll take it all day, okay? Because I know where we can go after that. And after 237, we will be checking out this area called 249. Okay. But at the beginning, we're going to have a nice little bull run. And if this makes it all the way up, guys, we're talking $26, 26 easy dollars. Okay. Now, this is a bargain right now. Okay. This is why people are buying it. It's a bargain. If you go look at the financials, okay, the financials is showing growth with this company. Solar is it, guys. Solar is still happening. People are still buying. But check this area out. This is a strong area, in my opinion. Now, when I jump into the trade, okay, and if you are going to follow, you should follow at least on paper because you want practice, guys. You need the reps, okay? So 223 is right in this area, like I said, and my stop loss is going to be right below support, okay? So if they come back down here, I expect them to bounce off. Okay, this is what it's going to look like. Okay, I expect them to bounce because they've already done it. They've established the support. And you can see if they go under it, okay, I'm going to stop my loss. Okay, now, is this worth the trade? Absolutely. If you're going to buy shares, I'd hold them for a while, guys. If you get all the way up there, then you start considering maybe I sell. Okay, but I hope this helps. This is First Solar. Now, let's go on to the next stock. AMD, guys. Okay, AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. What the heck do they do? That's right. They are a competition of NVIDIA. Now, they were following NVIDIA, not anymore. And here's the bull signs, guys, because AMD is going to start making a move we're going to go through the indicators first. So we see on my indicator on the daily level, we already crossed, okay? We crossed out of the red and we flipped on our cloud and we are green. We are a green mean machine. And then we're above the 50, guys. You don't get any more bullish than that unless you cross the 200 exponential moving average, which AMD did many days ago. Okay, now it's recovering on the 50. All right, so how are we going to enter this stock? Because I think it's worth at least one contract for me to buy. Okay, I'm going to look at these long, nasty wicks. Okay, we had some in here, but it already beat that. Now it is in the same rejection area that it was in once before. What are the things that I'm going to look at here, guys? This could be a double top, and you have to be careful before you say to the moon and you jump in. Okay, so I can show you what the double top will do, but the double top will have to go under the neckline, which would be 154, and then of course it would be a big way down. I don't think that's going to happen. I think that they're going to challenge this a little bit more. And the thing that you need to consider here, if you want to join this trade, is that you will have more rejection. Okay, and let's draw this out. And this is going to be around the 185 area. Okay, now just went ahead and changed those colors, guys, so that you know red is resistance. So that's the major resistance areas for AMD. Now, one thing I always say, guys, look left, and you can see this has been rejection before. Okay, just like up here, but you had this one time, two times, and then this is the third time. Okay, and third time's the charm. If you see charts, you know charts, you've charted before. It's just like tequila, 1, 2, 3, floor, but instead of the floor, they actually take off. Okay, or it could go down, but after the third time, something's going to happen. So they're going to challenge this again. Now, how would I enter this stock? Real simple, guys. Okay, we're going to do the same thing that we talked about with First Solar. Okay, we're going to go into a long position. Now I have to find support, and the support area on the daily would be right in here. Okay, so if I enter that stock, I'm going to take my stop loss and I am going to extend it past the support area, because if it goes past support, it's not supported anymore. And then of course I'm going to take profits somewhere up here. Once it gets past that resistance, you want to take profit somewhere in here. Okay, now, but this is if you're swing trading and if you believe on the daily and that's been your rhythm, that's how you do it. But if you're going to do it Monday morning with me, I'm going to tell you when I'm going to get in. All right, and before I show you that entry, guys, I want to show you something on the daily. Okay, you see what we have here? Okay, with my magic indicator, we have a buy signal, and you can see we've been bullish. Look at the background, it's still green. This indicator calculates not only momentum, but institutional buying. So when they start buying a lot, guys, that's the banks and all those big dogs that like to invest for a lot of their clients. But you see, we have buy signal back here, small sell signal, but that was just a dip. Okay, it's called the pullback. And now you see that we're continuing on the way up. All right, so let's take a look at the 15-minute time frame. That is a great time frame to look at if you're going to jump into a trade, because you want it to swing on the 15-minute. First thing I'm going to point out to you guys is the obvious. Of course, we have a nice little pullback, and you can see on my indicators that the green cloud is starting to pinch. Not only is it pinching, it's curling. So that means that it could start reversing, okay, and then find support again and then go back up. Okay, so let's state the obvious. What do we have going on? We got a sell signal. How far down is it going to go before we get a buy? Don't know. So we need to go to the chart. All right, so let's chart this baby up on the 15-minute. What is the obvious things that are going on right here? All right, so we're going to have to do a fib on this. And like I've told you guys in the past, if you watch my past videos, okay, we have a higher high that happened, and that's how we fib, guys. So now we need to figure out, oh, wait a minute, we had another higher high. And what you do, guys, is if you remember my previous videos, okay, we want to look for the impulse wave that caused the new high, which is right in here. Okay, so the impulse wave that caused that is this one down here. So we're going to fib from there. All right, so Mr. Fibonacci says that our 61% retracement is going to be 168.83. If that happens in the pre-market, winner, winner, chicken dinner, then you're ready to jump in with me, guys. And this is what I am going to do. So for me to take a long position, I am going to start at the 61. Okay, I want it to actually bounce off of it. So I'm going to set my take profit and stop loss, 1 fib level down. Okay, so that means I am going to stop myself out at 167.47. Okay, now I will take profits up here when there's resistance if they meet it again, but AMD right now is a buy, guys. For me, it's a buy. I'm not going to jump in up here because I know exactly what's going on with the actual stock right now. Now, another thing to point out is that AMD might find support right in here before the actual level that we just pointed out on the fib, and that's okay. If it does find support there, we're going to jump in. Okay, now this area here is an area to watch. So if you are into trading, you want to learn how to mark off these areas so that you don't forget. 170 could be support, but remember your fib number down here pointed to 168. My stop loss will be at 167.47. So if you don't chart, okay, and then you remember resistance is 175. Now, if you don't chart, guys, write this down on a piece of paper, a little post-it note, put it on your computer. Okay, if you're swing trading, okay, you don't want to go back and try to find this in a video. You want to have it written down. So when the market opens, whether you're at work and you're taking a break, you get an alert. Hey, and AMD went down to 170. Your alert kicks in. You say, hey, I remember that. Look, I got it written down. I'm going to jump in and I'm going to set my stop loss. Okay. Whether you're doing it with real money or paper money, guys, you want to at least paper trade this, get the experience on how to do this, how to enter it. But AMD is a buy. First Solar is going to be a buy faster than AMD on Monday, unless AMD falls in the pre-market and then starts bouncing off. Okay, now remember, it still has a lot of room to run up. Okay, it's not following Nvidia anymore, it's competing. There's a lot of good stuff that they're doing, and now some analysts are saying AMD is probably going to start taking some of the market share away from Nvidia. I'd look into that if you want to make some extra cash. All right, next stock, guys, is Roblox. If you don't know what Roblox does, you need to look them up. If you've never played the game, you need to play it. It is fun. Anyways, guys, Roblox is breaking out. Check it out. Now, they do have some resistance happening right in this $41 area, okay? And they've had it before. Check it out. When I go left, you can see how many times this was a major resistance, okay, for them. Okay, the resistance even went all the way up to about 42.62, but I'm going to set this down on the big wicks, okay, that I see from the past, but this is an area to look out for. Now, why am I bullish on Roblox? I think Roblox is going to be worth a couple of trades for me this week, and this is what I'm looking at. Let's look at the higher time frame, guys, and guess what we have on the weekly level? We have a price that is above my cloud. The cloud is curling. We are above the 50-day moving average. That's a swing to me, guys. Okay, now there's people out there that do swing trading a little bit different, some the same. It doesn't matter. No one invents it one way that works. Okay, there's going to be a way that works for you. This is what works for me. All right, last time Roblox curled here, check it out. How far up did they go? Last time they curled on the weekly, sorry, how far up did they go? All right, and this is the kind of things that I teach you in the courses, guys. Okay, check it out. So I'll take from bottom to top right in here. I'm going to make this a little bit thicker so it stands out. Okay, it went up $21. Okay, guess how much it went up last time? $21. Guess how much is going to go up next time, which is now 21. It already went $9. Okay, so that means we got about another 12 bucks to go, but we have to beat this resistance, okay, which has been major traffic in the past, okay, and we can move this across. Not really a lot of traffic back there, but we did have it up here. I suspect because of this big long red candle, okay, that we are going to continue to go up. So you need to focus on, do you want a trade that is going to work for you? Okay, now how am I going to answer this trade, guys? Easy. Remember what we just went over. All right, let's point out the obvious. We do have a sell signal on the 15. That tells me that we are going to have a pullback on the 15-minute. Not only did the cloud reverse and we went green, we went over the 50 right in this area, okay? Be nice to catch it here, guys. This is why you need courses, learn how to set up alerts so you get these text messages and you don't have to worry about coming in too late. But there's still some money to be made here, okay? I'm going to show you some stuff. All right, guys, let's talk what are we going to look at now? Okay, that's right. Fibonacci, guys, Fibonacci. Okay, what's going on with the fib? Okay, we had a higher high here, then we had another high right in here. Okay, So how far up did this go? We have a new high right in here. So now we can figure out that the impulse wave that caused it was down here. Let's throw a fib on it. All right. So the fib doctor says that we're going to go back to 37.95. And again, this might happen in the pre-market. You never know. Okay. Now there's going to be two possibilities to enter the stock here, guys. Okay. This is one. You're going to mark that off, and then your stop loss should be right at that 78% area. And you can expect the stock to retrace right back up to where it found resistance right here. Now we could wake up and it could still be going up. Cool. Okay. Not something I would trade yet. We have to check out where the support is at, and support is right in here, guys. It is right around 38 with 11 cents. Okay, we had another support area here. It did bounce and came back up. Okay, consolidated and then continued on its way up. So how would I enter the stock? Again, just like what we went through before, I'm going to look at this support area, and definitely I'm looking for it to bounce off of here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my take profits, okay, back to the original area that it actually went up to. I like for it to go up there again if it comes back down. So support area is right here. Okay, 38.11. Okay, I will look for maybe about $0.50 or maybe a whole dollar down, guys. Okay, because you want to see if it's going to touch this line, the yellow line, and then head back up. If it doesn't, obviously your stop loss at some point will kick in if it continues to go down. Okay, you don't want to take a major risk in this stock by jumping in up here right now, where of course this is a bullish sign, guys. You see this big old green candle, and then you see this next candle with that wick. That means that they kept the price up there. That's a hammer. Okay, that's a hammer candle. So they kept the price up. They try to go down, they said no, and they kept buying and buying. Okay, Roblox is a swing. Okay, those are the ways I would enter the stock. I would not just jump in unless you're I don't care, I got extra money, I don't want to wait, I'm gonna buy it. Okay, cool. My challenge to you is paper trade this. Okay, if you want to paper trade it right here when it starts. Okay, but also paper trade it, okay, off the bounce, okay, or the fib level. All right, but Roblox is a swing. Next is Sony Group Corporation. You guys ever heard of them? Absolutely. I invested in Sony a long time ago. It was called a Sony Walkman. All right, but I think this time it's worth buying some shares, guys, for a swing. Okay, now let's go through the obvious. Okay, we have a green cloud. We're above the 50. And down at the bottom, of course, we have a buy signal. But the reason I'm bringing this up to you is not because it's swinging on the daily. The major move is the weekly time frame. Check that out. I mean, we have the curl. Okay, we are above the cloud. We are above the 50-day moving average. This is hot, guys. And guess what else is super hot and obvious? Look at that buy signal. And we are under this line. So the strength is growing and growing. We have a lot of room to go up on Sony, okay? This is going to take a bit, guys, because Sony's average true range is $4 on the weekly, okay? So that means that each week it could move up $4, maybe a little bit more. But if you're into swing trading and you don't want to be in front of the computer for a long time, Sony might be the one for you. Okay, now let's take a look at something that I love watching. Okay, from the time the cloud turned green to the top, Sony moved $14 last time. The time before that, we're going to go right from the green cloud and we're going to go to the highest high before it reversed. Okay, and we are looking at $22. Okay, now we can go back and look at a historical, and you can see Sony had a big up. Okay, yeah, you know what, this is worth it right here. Let's check this one out. Okay, so that was about 25 bucks. So we know that we can at least see 14 on this move, and then it will pull back on the weekly. Okay, this is definitely worth trading for me. Okay, again, how are you going to answer this? Real simple, guys. 15-minute. Remember, we're going to go to the 15-minute time frame. All right, so let's check it out. I've got to point out the obvious, of course. We have a nice buy signal. It's a bounce. Definitely it's going up. Okay, I like the buy signals to be a little bit lower so I can enjoy a longer run, but that's okay. I'll take profits at this level as well, guys. Okay, so now our support is at 86. Okay, now let's take a look at what I've always preached, guys. Okay, don't enter just because it's green. Okay, we're gonna fib this baby, and we're looking at 86.49 could be the retracement, and that would be the entry. I would go down to 78% as usual and try to take profits up around the resistance area again. Now, After that, if it bounces and it doesn't go too far down, then I'll extend the take profits, okay? But this is a good entry here, guys. You want to wait for two things. Either it's going to come back to the fib level, okay? That would be my entry, or I'm going to enter based off support, and support being there, okay? I want to see that bounce, and then I'm going to set my stop loss a little bit before support. And we can say like maybe halfway here, you might see a bounce. And of course you want to have this tight stop loss because look at this gap here. Okay. You don't want to be part of that. Okay. You'll say, okay, I'll take my small loss here. And then maybe I re-enter back down there. And of course, if you were going to enter there, you would do the same thing. You would do your support area, guys. And again, you would set up another stop loss. Okay. Okay. And then I just changed that number. So we're looking at 85. And then I would do the same thing. I want to be stopped right under there because now we have bigger, well, not bigger, but we have another gap down here, guys. So this is the way I would play Sony. Okay. I think Sony will retrace a little bit because that hammer, you can see the price is being put down. That's how you know I've been trading for a while, guys. When I say put down, it's actually pushed down. Puts are actually options we're going to buy. This goes down. All right. So this is our resistance area. Okay. One time, second time, we might be having a double top going on, which means that it could potentially go this far down. Okay. If it plays out, it has to break this area. And of course, it's going to bring us right in here, which is what? Our Fibonacci, guys. Remember, we talked about that, or even our support area. Okay. So those are the stocks I'll be trading next week, guys. If you guys want to trade them live with me, I'm going to leave you a link below. We trade live in Telegram, guys. Join for free. There's no charge on that. If you want to learn more on how to do this kind of stuff, I've got courses, guys. You can't beat it. Specials, $99 specials. I've got specials that include everything you're ever going to need. It's called the Stock Traders Toolbox, guys. Okay. So until the next video, my friends, stay bullish.